What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today this video is going to be doing predictions for games going on Tuesday, March 5th, last Super Tuesday of the season. Got a lot of big games going on tonight, so going to be a great video. But before I get into my picks for tonight, I'm going to go ahead and give a recap like I always do, some games that happened last night. First of all, starting off with Virginia against Syracuse. Virginia 18 of 25 from 3. That's the highest Virginia's ever made in a game in their collegiate history. Kyle Guy was 8 for 10 from 3. DeAndre Hunter was 6 for 7. Ty Jerome also hit 5. So they are a legit trio. I've been saying it all year. Virginia is going to be a team that is going to be tough to beat in March. Last year when they lost to UMBC, it did not have DeAndre Hunter, possibly a lottery pick for them, so they're going to be a legit team if healthy in March. And then my next two takeaways come from the Big 12. Texas Tech and Kansas State both got wins last night, so if they both win out on Saturday, they will tie for a share in the Big 12. That's going to be interesting to see as Kansas, their streak of 14 straight Big 12 regular season titles could be coming to an end as long as one of those teams wins their game on Saturday. So those are my 3 takeaways from last night. Now I'm going to go ahead and get to my picks for tonight. First game I'm going to be talking about comes from Wake Forest at number 4 Duke. Do not know if Zion Williamson will play in this game. Have not heard anything. Duke 26.5 point favorites, coming off a 30-point win over Miami at home. Really played well in that game, got into transition well, played better defense, shot the ball well. I do expect Duke to win this game. 26.5 is a lot of points to cover. I think if Zion Williamson does come back, he will have to get a couple reps in. So it's going to be a tough call on that. I do like Duke to win, obviously. The much better team, the much more talented team. But like I said, I think it's going to be more in the 20s range rather than above 26.5. But I do like Duke. No Zion Williamson, no problem there. RJ Barrett's been playing extremely well as of late, so I like Duke in that one. Next game, Nebraska at number 9, Michigan State. Nebraska has really struggled without star forward Isaac Copeland Jr. Michigan State coming off a loss on the road at Indiana, got swept by them this year. Looks like Kyle Ahrens will not be playing as well. Could be a serious injury for him. But I do like Michigan State in this game, but I do not think it's going to be a double-digit win. I think Nebraska is going to hang with them for a little bit. James Palmer Jr., a guy that can play some pretty good defense on Cassius Winston, Isaiah Ruby, hang with Xavier Tillman as well. So I think it's going to be a tough-fought battle there for Michigan State. Next game we got coming from Virginia Tech at Florida State. My game of the night, Virginia Tech ranked 15th against the 14th ranked Florida State Seminoles. Going to be a great game. Florida State's favored by 4. Looks like Virginia Tech is still without Justin Robinson. Florida State has been getting away with some close wins. I think their luck runs out at home, hosting Virginia Tech. Even without Justin Robinson, I think they're going to get the upset win. Nikolai Alexander-Walker has been playing extremely well. Blackshear has been on a different level. I'm not sure Florida State has a versatile big who can guard him. So I do like Virginia Tech in that one. Next game we got, number 19, Buffalo at Ohio. Buffalo 12-point favorites here. Have won 7 in a row, 14-2 in conference play. I do like Buffalo in this one. Ohio just doesn't have what it takes. One of the weaker teams in that conference, 5-11. They lost at Buffalo, 114-67 last time. So I do like Buffalo to go in there and take care of business. It'd be shocking to see a close game there, just with how Ohio cannot match up with that Buffalo team. C.J. Massenberg played extremely well last time they played. I think we'll see that again. I think we'll see a big win from Buffalo. Next game, number 3, North Carolina at Boston College. UNC, one of the hottest teams possibly in the country right now. playing extremely well, 5 in a row, but with some of the teams that have been playing in the ACC, feels like a lot more than that. Boston College having a bad shooting year, like I've said, all throughout the year. Boston College could give them a little trouble, but I think UNC is going to be able to get it into transition quick. So I do like UNC in that one. I think they'll open it up into double digits late in that game over a weak defensive Boston College team. Next game we got Mississippi State at number 5, Tennessee. Tennessee coming off a big win over Kentucky. I think they're going to win their final 2 games. I think they're going to win this one over Mississippi State in double digits as well. Mississippi State was playing well before a loss at Auburn, a tough-fought game there. Tennessee's just got too much going down low, a much better rebounding team, much more efficient from the field. They're at home as well, shoot the ball much better there. Jordan Bone picking up his play as well, so I do like Tennessee to win that one by double digits. Next game we got Purdue going on the road against Minnesota. Minnesota's a very tough place to play. Purdue has won 5 in a row now against some of the lower level teams in the Big Ten, though. Going up against Minnesota, mid-level team there. It's going to be a close battle here. I'm not fully convinced that Purdue will get a convincing win here, especially since Carson Edwards is easy to lock down at times with some shots he takes, poor shots. They also have a tendency to struggle a little bit on the road to score the ball. So I think they'll get the win. I think it's going to be a close game. Could go to Minnesota, but ultimately I think Purdue's going to get a very close win there. Next game we got, number 6, Kentucky on the road at Ole Miss. This is going to be a great game as well. Kentucky 5-point favorites coming off a loss at Tennessee. Normally I would pick Kentucky without a doubt just because of how great they are at rebounding, but without Reed Travis again, it looks like they could struggle on the boards. But I think E.J. Montgomery, Nick Richards, I think they're going to play better than they did against Tennessee. Not as premier bigs for Ole Miss as they are on Tennessee. So I think those guys will step up. I think they'll get a couple extra offensive boards, and I think they'll win that game on the road at Ole Miss, get a big win there. Next game we got, number 13, Kansas on the road at Oklahoma, 1-point favorites. That's very interesting to see. I do like Kansas to win this one. I think they're going to play well on the road, struggle a little bit at Oklahoma State. I don't know if Oklahoma has anyone to match up with Dedrick Lawson. It's going to be interesting to see. Kansas, it's going to be a tough-fought win. Line's only 1, though, so I do like them. It's going to be a tough win for Kansas, but I think they've had their fair share of tough tests. I think they're going to come out on top in this one. I have one of the toughest schedules in college basketball, so I think they're ready for a big game late in the Big 12 season. Next game we got, a big one in terms of SEC, especially for Alabama, a team bouncing around on the bubble. Auburn playing against Alabama. This is going to be a great game. Auburn's favored by 2.5. I do like Auburn to win this one. Auburn is getting on a little bit of a roll here, won 2 in a row for the last 5. Only loss coming to Kentucky. Have been managing well without Austin Wiley. 2.5 favorites. I like them to lock down Kira Lewis, John Petty as well. So I do like Auburn in that one to get the win on the road there. A big one for them. Final game of the night, Nevada, ranked number 17th, facing off versus Air Force. Coming off a loss at Utah State. A lot of emotion in that one. But I do think they'll get the win over Air Force. 13.5-point favorites. That'll be interesting to see as Nevada only won by 15 at home against Air Force. But I do like them to win by 15 plus again. Got a lot on their chest right now. Got a lot to prove, so I do like them to win on the road by 15 plus. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, subscribe if you have not already. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. Also, go follow my Twitter and Instagram, Hilly Hoops. Once again, thanks for watching and have a great night watching basketball on the last Super Tuesday of the year.